Hi, I'm Dan from Hytera UK and welcome to Hytera Product Focus. This is a series of videos where we look at a range of radios, applications, accessories and solutions from Hytera. Today we're going to be talking about the Hytera PD5 Series, which is a range of portable radios from our digital migration range. Let's start by having a look at the different variants of the PD5 series. Let's start by having a look at the different variants of the PD5 series. On your right here, I have the PD505, and on the left, I have the PD565. We'll start by talking about the PD505 and the different variants available for that. The PD505 outside the PD3 series is the only DMR radio in our range to have a license-free variant. This can be easily identified by the suffix LF, which obviously stands for license-free, following the model number. So in this case, PD505LF. This is obviously restricted in terms of the power output and the frequencies in which it can operate on, and also you can easily identify it as you won't be able to remove the antenna. This is specifically for those using license-free frequencies here in the UK and certain other countries across the world. So if you have a license and you intend to use your license, don't select the license-free variant. The next variant we have of the PD505 is UHF. This is 400 to 470 MHz. We also have VHF operating in 136 to 174 MHz. Next we come to look at the PD565. The 565 has no license-free version available. There is no license-free 565, no 565 LF. This is available in UHF 400 to 470 MHz and VHF 136 to 174 MHz. Make sure you select the correct version of the PD5 series based on whether you have a license or not and which frequencies you've been allocated if you do have a license. Let's talk about some of the key features of the PD5 series. As you can see just from looking, the PD5s are slim, they're sleek, and I can tell you that they're light, with the PD505 and 505LF weighing in at the 260 gram mark and the PD565 weighing in at the 280 gram mark. In terms of IP rating, the radios offer IP54 rating, that's the 505, 505LF and 565 for dust and liquid protection. They also offer outstanding battery life even with the standard BL1504 lithium-ion battery, offering up to 16 hours battery life in digital mode, working on a 5-5-90 principle. This is 5% of the time receiving, 5% of the time transmitting, and 90% of the time idle. In terms of power output, the PD505LF, being a license-free radio, is limited to half a watt, so 0.5 watts only. The licensed variants in UHF have 4 watts on high power and 1 watt on low power, and the VHF versions have 5 watts on high power and 1 watt on low power. So keep in mind obviously the LF is different from the licensed versions in terms of its power output. Next, let's have a talk about some of the wider features of the PD5 series. The PD5 offers pseudo-trunking, which is Hytera's patented 2-slot DMR trunking offering, which we'll cover in a further video. The 505 and 565 also offer roaming, which is the ability to move between sites without changing channel. This is between Hytera IP site connected DMR repeaters. In terms of wider features available, for decode only, so can only be received on the PD505 but can be received and sent on the PD565. We have features such as enable, disable, we have alert call, we have radio check and various others that you can find out about by speaking to your point of purchase. The final thing to say is, of course, these radios are migration friendly in that you can have both analog and digital channels within the same radio. This means that when you come to upgrade your analog radio fleet to digital, all it takes is for you to have the existing radios programmed to work in analog mode with your existing fleet and then move into digital on a separate channel just by changing a switch. A very important thing about using two-way radios is that they remain user-friendly, and the Hytera PD5 series are certainly user-friendly radios. So let's have a look at how this PD565 here in front of me is set up, and this will give you an example of how your PD5 series radio might be set up as well. On the right hand side here, I have my on-off and volume control knob. To the left, I have my channel change knob, which allows me to change channels based on the group in which I'm working on that particular time. On the side of my radio, I have a fairly large and tactile push-to-talk button to enable me to make group calls. And as you can see, no matter where I'm pressing it on the push-to-talk button, I'm still able to make the call. Next, I have a variety of function keys on the 565. These are programmable keys that can be set up by your point of purchase. In the case of the 505 and 505 LF,